Good afternoon and welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We are now live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Senator Jinggoy Estrada has withdrawn from the bicameral conference committee reconciling the 6.793 trillion pesos 2026 national budget with hearings set from December 11 to 13. Sara Diskaya voluntarily surrendered to authorities over alleged anomalies in Davao Occidental flood control projects, her lawyer stressing it as a legal strategy, not an admission of guilt. The DOJ dismissed complaints against Gretchen Barreto and others in the missing Sabongeros case, citing lack of evidence, while charging businessman Charlie Atong Ang and 21 others. Malacanang affirmed President Marcos' full trust in the Independent Commission for Infrastructure while urging Congress to prioritize the creation of the Independent People's Commission to investigate infrastructure anomalies. At least 22 people died in a 7-story office building fire in central Jakarta, possibly triggered by a drone battery, with investigations ongoing. Unemployment in the Philippines rose to 2.54 million in October 2025, representing a 5% rate among the country's labor force. Desmond Bain scored 37 points to lead the Orlando Magic past the Miami Heat with 117-108, advancing to the NBA Cup semifinals. The Sex Bomb Girls added a third and final night to their reunion concert at the Mall of Asia Arena after a highly successful 2-night run. Today is the 10th of December 2025, Wednesday, and I'm Chynna Basillaje bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. Senator Jinggoy Estrada has withdrawn from the bicameral conference committee reconciling the 6.793 trillion pesos 2026 national budget. Senate Majority Leader Mig Zubiri confirmed Estrada's request on Tuesday, though no reason was given. Estrada was originally designated to represent the Senate in the BICAM meetings alongside senators including Sherwin Gatchalian, Mark Villar, Pia Cayetano, and Amy Marcos. The Senate approved the proposed budget on third reading with bicameral hearings set from December 11 to 13. President Marcos aims to sign the 2026 General Appropriations Act by December 29. And Sara Diskaya's surrender to authorities is a legal strategy, not an admission of guilt, her lawyer said Wednesday. Attorney Cornelio Samaniego explained Diskaya voluntarily turned herself in at the NBI after being linked to alleged anomalies in flood control projects in Davao Occidental. Diskaya and her husband faced charges for malversation of public funds and violations of the Anti-Graft and Corruption Practices Act over a 96.5 million pesos project. Despite earlier intentions to become state witnesses, the ombudsman says they have no chance due to their deep involvement in the alleged anomalies. And the Department of Justice has dismissed the complaint against actress Gretchen Barreto and others in connection with the missing Sabongeros case. Prosecutors said evidence linking Barreto and the so-called Pitmaster Alpha Group was speculative and uncorroborated, noting no proof of direct orders, participation, or intent in the alleged crimes. Barreto's camp welcomed the decision, calling the allegations unsubstantiated and incredible. Meanwhile, the DOJ found sufficient evidence to charge businessman Charlie Atong Ang and 21 others with kidnapping, with homicide, and serious illegal detention. Malacanang on Wednesday said President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. still has full trust in the Independent Commission for Infrastructure despite urging Congress to prioritize the passage of the proposed Independent People's Commission Act. Palace Press Officer Attorney Claire Castro confirmed the president's confidence in the ICI when asked during a briefing. The IPC, if created, would be a permanent, independent, and non-partisan body tasked to investigate alleged anomalies and corruption in infrastructure projects across national, local, and government-owned agencies. And at least 22 people died in a fire that engulfed a 7-story office building in central Jakarta on Tuesday. Police said the blaze may have been triggered by an exploding drone battery on the ground floor, though the exact cause remains under investigation. Most victims, including one pregnant woman, likely died of asphyxiation rather than burns. Over 100 firefighters and 29 fire trucks were deployed to contain the blaze. Authorities continue to question witnesses and inspect the site to determine if negligence played a role. And unemployment in the Philippines rose to over 2 million in October 2025. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, 2.54 million Filipinos aged 15 and above were jobless last month, up from 1.96 million in September. This marks an increase from 1.97 million unemployed in October 2024, translating to a 5% unemployment rate among the 51.16 million active labor participants, up from 3.8% the previous month. PSA Chief Claire Dennis Mapa notes this means roughly 50 out of every 1,000 workers are without jobs or livelihoods. And the Philippine Stock Exchange continued its retreat at midday, with the PSEI down 36.53 points or 0.61% to 5,940.11. The broader All-Shares Index fell 19.45 points or 0.56% to 3,446.76. Among sectors, mining and oil led gains, rising 1.53%, while financials and holding firms dropped 0.80% each. In the most active stocks, BDO and ICT declined, while RCR and Maynilad posted modest gains. And Desmond Bain scored a season-high 37 points, including a 6th three-pointer, leading the Orlando Magic to a 117-108 victory over the Miami Heat on Tuesday night in Las Vegas. Jalen Suggs added 20 points, Paulo Banchero 18, and Wendell Carter Jr. posted a double-double as Orlando recovered from a 16-point first-quarter deficit. The Magic advanced to the NBA Cup semifinals, where they will face either the New York Knicks or Toronto Raptors. Miami, missing key contributors, has now lost 4 straight games. And the Sex Bomb Girls are adding a third and final night to their sold-out reunion concert at the Mall of Asia Arena. The announcement came after their electrifying finale performance of Spaghetti, thrilling fans who have followed the group across generations. The show featured special moments, including a surprise duet with Martin Rivera, blending nostalgia with star power. Following their previous sold-out reunion at Araneta Coliseum, anticipation is high that the final night could be staged in an even larger venue as fans celebrate the enduring legacy of the iconic dance group. And for this afternoon's Trivia Katribu, did you know on this day in history 1901, Henry Dunant, founder of the Red Cross, and Frederick Passy, a leading peace activist, became the first recipients of the Nobel Peace Prize. Their pioneering efforts in humanitarian work and the promotion of international peace set the standard for future laureates, leaving a lasting legacy in global diplomacy and humanitarian action. And viral now on TikTok, the video uploaded by Josem Cuerda has 2.4 million views and nearly 300,000 likes. In the clip, he is seen imitating singer Rihanna, prompting netizens to comment on the resemblance. The video left viewers laughing, with some even commenting, "Shine bright like a Balmain and rehab na instead of Rihanna."
Do you love me? Riri nung binugbog kay. Ay. Riri. Riri, do you love me? Riri nung binugbog kay.
And Katribu, with only 15 days left until Christmas, each passing day gently reminds us of the love and gratitude this season brings. And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Chynna Basillaje, and this has been Tribune News on Q.